Most people have no idea that we're living through the climax of a cycle that started nearly 80 years ago, a moment of reckoning that history says only comes around once in a lifetime. And the decisions we make right now, they will determine whether what comes next is a renaissance or a ruin. This moment we're in, it's not random chaos. It's the final act of a recurring generational pattern, what historians Strauss and Howe called the fourth turning. Every 80 to 100 years, society passes through 4 seasons: growth, awakening, unraveling, and finally crisis. And the crisis isn't just one event. It's a convergence of economic instability, political breakdown, cultural fragmentation, climate disruption, all of it at once. That's what we're living through right now, a polycrisis. Here's the part nobody tells you. When people don't realize they're in the climax of a historical cycle, they react the wrong way. They cling to what's familiar, dig into tribal identities, or lash out at scapegoats. But awareness is power, because when you know this is a climax, not just a collapse, you realize we are at a point of choices. And it's not just the end of something, it's also the birth of something new. But what gets born depends entirely on what we do now. People love to say history repeats itself, and we always make it through. But it's maybe half true. We do always make it through something, but not always in one piece. The high that follows the crisis, it's not guaranteed to be some golden age. If we ignore the root causes, if we keep letting wealth consolidate, institutions rot, and civic trust die, we don't get renewal, we get regression, authoritarianism, fracture, or worse. The high, after the crisis, is earned, not automatic. So, what do we do with this knowledge? First, we stop waiting for someone else to fix it. Presidents, parties, billionaires, they're not the saviors. We are. And that means strengthen your local ties, know your neighbors, build community trust, support resilient systems like local farms, distributed energy systems, and mutual aid. Break away from short-term thinking. We have to plant trees we may never sit under. And demand more from your institutions, or build new ones, probably even better. Every act of grounded, long-view courage helps shape what comes next. You were born into a turning point, and that's heavy, but that is also sacred. You don't have to solve everything, but you do have a role to play. When future generations look back on this time, they'll ask what we did when the ground was shaking. Let's give them a story worth telling. Because crises don't just break things. They reveal who we are.